Hi, my name is Patrick and I'm from SpyFu.com. This video is a 101 course on internet marketing. I'll be covering the most basic terms you might hear, like SEO, PPC, AdWords, etc., as well as how people generally do internet marketing to help get their website noticed online. Some terms you're going to hear in this video, as well as almost every other online tutorial, will be SEO, PPC, SEM, and the SERP. With every Google search, the visitor gets a result page. Sometimes you'll hear this referred to as a SERP, or Search Engine Result Page. How websites actually show up on the SERP is where SEO and PPC come in. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. In a nutshell, if you were to go to Google right now and type in a keyword being any word or phrase that's typed into the search bar, you're going to see two different types of results on the SERP. The ones here are organic results, sometimes called natural results, because these websites didn't pay Google anything to show up. Every time you hear the phrase SEO, it's referring to these results and the steps that the site owners took to get here. Generally, the ones that are in the top spots worked hard to get there and stay there, and their search engine optimization efforts are paying off. I'll go more into what people do to show up organically in Google in a little bit, but I'd like to talk about the other results that appear. That is PPC, or pay-per-click ads. They're generally on the top and or to the side of the SEO results. These domains paid Google to be there. Odds are they're continuing to pay Google to show up. They also pay Google when someone clicks this ad, even if the visitor never buys a thing from their site. When someone clicks on an organic result, however, the company doesn't pay a thing. Now, if you're new to this, you might be scratching your head a little. People usually click on the organic results and ignore the ads altogether. So if more people click on organic results, and it costs money to even show up on a keyword in the PPC side, and even more money if someone actually clicks on it, why do PPC at all? That's a good question, and there are several reasons to do PPC. SEO is generally a lot of work. It's oftentimes difficult to get to the top few spots where most people click. You'll oftentimes find yourself on the third or fourth page on a keyword like this. If it's a more competitive keyword, let's say DUI lawyer, you'll be lucky if you get to the 10th page with SEO alone. And no one visits the 10th page when searching for something. In PPC, you just throw some money at Google and bam! Front page. Okay, not always, and even if you do make it to the first page, you're not necessarily going to be in one of the top spots. But it's a lot easier than doing a ton of SEO work with little to no payoff. Sure, it costs money, but when you buy the right keywords and write ads that are eye-catching, the amount of clicks and sales you eventually get might be worth the cost. There's another term you'll probably hear, and that's SEM, or search engine marketing. Unfortunately, people tend to use this in two different ways. Sometimes as a blanket term that covers both PPC and SEO, but people also use it interchangeably with PPC only. So you might hear someone say that they work in SEM and SEO. I know it's weird and confusing, but if you're reading a tutorial or talking to someone and they reference SEM, just be sure you know what they're talking about. I've personally stopped using the term altogether because it messes me up, but I wanted to give you a heads up. Okay, now that you have the basic terms down, SEO or organic, PPC or paid, let's go over how people actually do this stuff. How do they get noticed online? Where do you even start? Let's start by setting up a PPC campaign. Go to adwords.google.com to get started. AdWords is the hub of PPC. You want to do PPC? You gotta go through Google AdWords. A quick note about AdWords is they update their site all the time, so it might not look exactly like it does here. Fortunately, they're pretty kind to new users. Google produces tutorials, wizards, and help menus along the way. You'll need an email address and a URL from your website that you want to start the campaign for. They'll guide you through setting up your first campaign, including what budget works for you, what locations you want to advertise in, where you want your ads to show, the keywords you want to use, and your bidding strategy. Finally, you can write an actual ad that you want to run for this. If this seems a little intimidating for you, don't worry. While the budget and bidding strategy is up to you, SpyFu can help you with good keywords and ad copy that might work for your business. I'll go more into that later in the video. If it's the budget part that's intimidating, you can actually start with a very small budget, like 2 cents, and then increase it when you're more comfortable. Next, add in your billing info and you're all set. You can always build your ad campaign with different websites, with different keywords, and different ad groups. That's just the starting point for working with ads on Google. Get your AdWords account set up, run a few ads with the keywords you're wanting to target, and get out there on Google. AdWords will help you set up more ads every step along the way. Now I want to move on to SEO. How in the world do you get your site to rank organically on the keywords you want? This is a little less straightforward. It deals with a lot of smart content creation. And by that I mean blogs, articles, and even videos with solid transcriptions. When you write an article about a product you sell or a service you provide, be sure to include specific keywords to help boost your rank on those keywords. Also, reach out to other sites, forums, and social networks to pass the content along. The more sites and individuals that post a link to your content, the stronger it becomes on the SERP. Generally, if the content is helpful and focused, you're going to at least gain a few clicks and links. But creating this kind of content usually takes time and patience. You can't stop at one article and think, this one will make me millions. I mean, you could, but you'll probably be quickly discouraged if no one shares it. You need to post dozens, hundreds of articles to get noticed, to grow that trickle of human traffic into a steady stream. You want to create relationships and link to other people's content on your site. Building these bonds can increase your relevance and even gain you a fan base. I'm still waiting for my fan base. Again, it's a trickier game than the relatively straightforward world of PPC, but once you see your content climb the ranks of Google, that free traffic you're getting makes it all worth it. Even though you know the basics right now, you might still be wondering, where should I begin? More SEO? More PPC? Which one should I start with? There are many different great strategies, but here's a quick suggestion from us.
SpyFu suggestion.
Spend some money on PPC to start off with. Use your AdWords account to find the keywords that give you the most clicks and conversions, and then start your SEO campaign using those successful keywords, because you already know they work for you. Once your SEO content begins to gain more clicks and better ranks, then pull back your PPC spending on those keywords. You can also directly send ads to the people who have visited your organic content. So if someone reads an article on your site, you can basically follow them around the internet and show them your ads on different sites. For example, when I went to the Roomba.com website, every other site I visited for the next month and a half had Roomba ads on it. They may have overdone it, considering I felt like I was being chased by tiny robot vacuums across the internet. But you have the option to scale it back to 1, 2, or 10 ads a week, reminding the people that have already shown interest in your site to come back and check it out again. After watching this video, you might even see a couple of our ads pop up. That is probably the most boiled down version of SEO and PPC that I can give. The basics of what things mean and how to get started. If either of these avenues look appealing to you, I encourage you to look up more tutorials on what makes a good article and great PPC strategies for beginners. Google also has a pretty good starter guide. It includes how to submit things like sitemaps to them so you're being properly crawled, and other more detailed ways to start a campaign with them. I'll include a link in the description below. If this still seems a little overwhelming, here at SpyFu, we help beginners as well as professionals improve their online presence with our core philosophy. Your competitors have already done the hard part for you. Take inspiration from them, or straight up copy their methods. I'll explain. When you go to SpyFu.com, you can type in the domain of a competitor of yours, someone you know is already ranking on organically or buying keywords. We'll show you all the keywords that they're ranking on organically and all the keywords that they're buying. We know exactly what their ads look like and which ones are their personal favorites, meaning those ads have probably made them money. You can use these keywords and ads as a base for your first PPC campaign, and then evolve it alongside your competition. We also link you to the specific blog articles that are helping your competition rank on the keywords that you want, and the people that they reached out to get links back to them. Those same people will probably link back to your site as well, if you ask. Basically, we try and eliminate the painful, tedious learning curve by giving you the secret formula of someone who is already successful. It's like the intrigue of being an undercover spy with all the awesomeness of Kung Fu. Get it? Again, this isn't a sales pitch. You can go to SpyFu right now for free and type in any domain or keyword to get started. No special account needed or anything. We do have a paid subscription, but we give a lot of data away for free, so you can be sure it's right for you. We have tons of blogs and videos that explain each aspect of SpyFu and how to use it to start a PPC or SEO campaign. And then eventually how to maximize that campaign to make you all of the monies. Even how to onboard clients if you'd like to build an agency. If you do buy a membership, you'll get a ton more info. We've been collecting data from the SERP since 2006, and we've never thrown anything away. The internet is a vast landscape, and there are many tricks to getting noticed online. Hopefully this gives you the very basics of SEO and PPC, and how to get started marketing online. As always, thank you for watching. Final tip. When you're recording video content, sometimes it's best to do it in between the times that your dog is snoring in your office.